What's up, everybody? This is your boy Uber Hikari, aka the Nerd Nigga, here to bring you another video with no frills, just the analysis. And today I'm here to bring you my channel update video so you guys will know what's going on with my channel in the very near future, and also to some extent in the not so near future. So first of all, obviously I have to say it feels good to be back, ladies and gentlemen, especially given the way that I've been embraced by the YouTube anime community and by people even outside of the YouTube anime community. And this is especially triumphant for me, given the fact that of what I just went through for over the last 2 years. And I really have to thank everyone who went on my video about my mental illness and about my homelessness. And I have to thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for sharing your stories, and I really appreciate it. So like I said, feels great to be back. So this video, like I said, will be a channel update video. I'm going to talk about what I will be reviewing as well as what I will not be reviewing. And when I say what I will not be reviewing, I mean a very specific TV show that people will always ask me to come back and review. But it's not going to happen. All right. Also, I want to talk about the kind of content that I will have on my channel and how often I will be uploading videos, give you somewhat of a quasi schedule, but I like to keep things flexible for me, simply because I don't want to get burned out, and also because my life right now is a little bit in flux. Within the next month or so, I hope to get a job, so that will probably alter my schedule a little bit, but like I said, I want to have maximum flexibility so that I'll be able to deal with anything that comes along in the future. So first, let's talk about what my channel is and to some extent is not going to be. So I know that when I initially started my channel, it was primarily started as an anime and manga channel. But over the years, if you've been following me, you've probably seen that I have branched out to include things like TV shows, which to some extent included cartoons, but to a larger extent included drama TV shows. And there was really two main reasons for this. The first was I did it to preserve the long-term health of my channel. I don't really review mainstream anime and manga, but since that's where most of the views in the YouTube anime community come from, I needed to create some content that would compensate for that. So, in other words, I just wasn't getting enough views on the anime and manga videos that I were doing to justify the channel as a whole, and so as a result, I had to branch out to find other views to compensate for my anime and manga content. So it was just a smart business decision to diversify my channel. So I review other stuff on my channel as well as anime and manga, so that I can review anime and manga. Without the extra views that I get from the other content that I generate on my channel, I wouldn't be able to keep the channel at all, and as a result, I wouldn't be able to do any anime and manga reviews. The second reason why I branched out on my channel was simply because I value diversity in general. There was a lot of stuff that I really liked and that I was watching and that I wanted to review, and I just didn't want to keep my channel focused just on anime and manga content. So for my channel going forward, what does this mean? Like I said, even though my channel started out as anime and manga, if the change wasn't evident before, it's definitely going to be evident going forward. I will still, of course, do some anime and manga, but my channel will not be solely dedicated to it, and perhaps not even primarily dedicated to it. So my channel was already going in this direction in the past, and now it's just going to be official. So what will I be reviewing on my channel going forward? First, I have a Mobile Suit Gundam review coming up. If you know me, you know that I love Yoshiyuki Tomino, all of his work, including Space Runaway Ideon, which is a series that generally nobody talks about. So I love all of his work, including Mobile Suit Gundam. Zeta Gundam is right up there as one of my favorite anime series of all time, probably top three. So yeah, I feel very excited about doing this. The Mobile Suit Gundam review I'm going to be doing is going to be about the original Mobile Suit Gundam. It's going to be a huge review. It's going to be extremely thorough, extremely comprehensive. So I'm really going to be excited about that video. And since I've already done all of the work required for the video, all I have to do is record it now. And so after this video, that might be the very next video that I do. I'm not sure. It's between Mobile Suit Gundam and another video I have scheduled. So we'll see. But in any event, it will definitely be in the very near future, probably in the next week. Some other anime and manga content that I might have on my channel. Hunter x Hunter. Or is it just Hunter x Hunter? I always call it Hunter x Hunter. At some point, I will continue to review the anime, especially the Chimera Ant arc. I think it's not just the best arc in the anime and the manga, but I think it's the best arc, or at least one of the best arcs in shonen, probably history. I've read and watched a lot of shonen, and the Chimera Ant arc really stands out. And so I want to continue to review it because I like it, and I think it's a very good arc. But I'm not so sure when I'll get around to doing this. It might be soon, or it might be a little later, or it might even be a lot later. But at some point, I will definitely come back to reviewing the Chimera Ant arc of Hunter x Hunter, and I might even continue to review even the next arc of Hunter x Hunter, but we'll see when we get there. The next thing I want to review, Luke Cage, also known as the superhero Power Man. Definitely want to review this series, and I'm going to. So the plan for Luke Cage is to review every episode of season 1 and to produce at least one episode review a week. These Netflix series are a little bit interesting because when the series comes out, it tends to come out all at one time. So I'll treat it like I would treat a traditional television show. Rather than just reviewing the whole thing at once, I want to review an episode a week, really take my time to dive into the series and give it the thought and attention that it deserves, because it's a show I really like and it's also a really good show. So like I said, those episode reviews will come out once a week. The next show that I plan on reviewing in pretty much the same way is Westworld. The same thing that I said about Luke Cage also applies to Westworld. I will be reviewing every episode of season 1, with one episode review coming out a week. And I just have to review this series. And not just because of its popularity, but I knew about Westworld for years now. I'm really into science fiction and the science fiction genre of novels. And of course TV shows as well, but mostly the novels. And I knew about the Westworld novel for years now. I actually never got around to reading the novel, but I did also know about the movie and didn't get around to watching that either. But I knew a little bit of backstory, so I had scoped this series out well in advance of its premiere, several months before it actually premiered on HBO, and I look forward to reviewing this episode. Like I said, I really like it. It's really good. It's a popular series, so it's a win-win-win for me. Another TV show that I plan on reviewing. I'm going to come back to reviewing Game of Thrones, which the 7th season will be out sometime in mid-2017. We haven't gotten an exact premiere date, but I suspect it will be sometime around June, July, which is actually pretty good for me because I would like to not have to review 3 episodes a week. And so for Luke Cage and Westworld, it will be important for me to get those episode reviews out of the way before Game of Thrones comes. And since I have time before that happens, that's a win for me. Another win for me. I'm just winning all over the place today, I guess. And also, it gives me some time to catch up on the series. I can't even remember the last episodes I've watched of Game of Thrones. It was probably season 4, I think. So I'm going to be able to catch up on the entire series starting from episode 1 all the way to the end of episode 6. This is a very complicated and complex series that involves a lot of characters and a lot of plots and subplots. And so I would like to be able to watch the entire series in preparation for season 7. And since, again, season 7 is going to come out sometime in mid-2017, that will give me enough time to prepare for that series. Another TV show that I'm definitely going to be reviewing is the cartoon Samurai Jack. And wow, we've had to wait more than a decade, I believe, to see the conclusion of Samurai Jack, and I am extremely excited for this TV show. It will be premiering on, I think it's Toonami on Cartoon Network, or maybe the Adult Swim block of Toonami. I don't even watch Cartoon Network anymore, so I'm not even sure if Toonami and Adult Swim are the same thing or different nowadays. I don't know. All I know is that Samurai Jack is going to be coming back on March 11th of 2017, so I will definitely be reviewing every episode of this series. Like I said, I've been waiting a very long time for this series to conclude, and later on this week I will also have a discussion video on my thoughts on season 5 and what I would like to see, what I think is going to happen, and also my thoughts on the trailer that has been released, the trailer for season 5. So that video should be up sometime this week. It'll either come before the Gundam review or after. So the next video I upload will either be the Gundam review or it'll be my thoughts on Samurai Jack season 5. So now let me talk about the one show that I will not be reviewing. I'm not reviewing The Walking Dead. Sorry, I know there's going to be a lot of heartache and a lot of heartbreak because of this decision, but I'm just not going to do it. And I'm not going to ever review this show again. So it's not, I'm not reviewing season, what is this, they're on season 7. It's not that I'm not reviewing season 7 or season 8 or any other seasons that come out. I will never be reviewing this show again. And it's not just the fact that I'm not reviewing it. It's the fact that I don't even watch the show anymore. I haven't watched the show since I dropped it, which was several years ago, sometime in season, maybe the end of season 4 or the beginning of season 5. I mean, the show was bad when I stopped watching it, and I've somewhat kept abreast of what's been going on in the show, and I've been reading some reviews, and apparently it's only gotten worse since I dropped it. I just cannot do it. And again, it's not the fact that I can't review the show. I cannot watch the show. It's trash. It's absolute trash garbage. And yes, I know that it's a very popular TV series, but I have to be honest, I just don't like the show. And I'm not going to watch the show. And as a result, I'm not going to be reviewing the show. Alright, so the main takeaways from the channel update. Number 1, the Gundam review or the Samurai Jack video will be the very next video that I upload. Number 2, there's going to be 1 episode review a week of Luke Cage and 1 episode review a week of Westworld. And then when Samurai Jack premieres on March 11th, that's going to be added to the weekly schedule. Number 3, Game of Thrones in mid-2017. I'm looking forward to reviewing that show when it premieres. Uh, Number 4, the return of Hunter x Hunter reviews at some point. Again, I don't know if that's going to happen in the near future or the mid future or the distant future. Who knows? But at some point, I will definitely get around to continuing my episode reviews of the anime of Hunter x Hunter. Uh, Number 5, the fifth takeaway is that at some point there will be some intermittent anime and manga reviews, but I'm going to probably stick to doing series reviews rather than any episode reviews. And that's just because I prefer series reviews because I only have to do one video. Even if that video was going to be an incredibly comprehensive review, it's just easier to prepare to do one video than to do several episode reviews on a weekly basis. For me, that's just too much work that I just don't want to do. And so as a result, I'm going to stick to doing series reviews, not even season reviews. I'm not reviewing any seasons of any anime or manga. I mean, unless there's something I really like and it's really popular, I'm probably not even going to do season reviews. So I'm just going to stick to doing series reviews. Like I said, those reviews will be intermittent, probably once every month or so, if that. And the sixth takeaway from this view is that I will be doing discussion videos when the opportunity arises. So the opportunity that just came up was a discussion video about reviewers and honesty. So I took advantage of that opportunity. And if some other discussion videos come up in the future, I'll be doing those as well. All right, so this was your boy Uber Hikari, aka the Nerd Nigga. Just brought you another video with no frills, just the analysis. Peace and have a blessed day.